Well, some concerns from community members after seeing a noose-like rope hanging from a construction site on the CCSU campus. The administration has since said that was not a noose, but that they were going to remove it. Fox 61's Alicia Machado joining us live in New Britain this morning with more details on that recent discovery. Alicia.
Good morning, Ashley. That rope in question still hanging from a construction site here at the university. University officials tell me they've been monitoring this situation overnight. But right now, I'm joined here by the vice president, the interim vice president for student affairs, John Tully. We're going to speak with him in just a minute about the discovery of this rope and then also where they're moving going forward. So let's go ahead and check in with him now. Thank you for joining us this morning. Just want to start off by asking you, what is your initial response to hearing the concern about this rope on campus?
Well, first of all, it's not a rope. It's part of the steel cable, which is part of the crane operation that we use, that is being used to create the parking structure. Even so, the perception of its noose-like appearance is concerning. We were speaking to people last night who certainly felt some pain. We feel that pain. Our president has issued a statement expressing her concern about this, and we're working diligently to get it down.
Yeah, a lot of people we spoke with last night feeling that this resembles a noose. So tell me a little bit about what this is and how it's used here for this parking garage that's going to be built here on campus.
So the crane is the steel cable that's attached to the crane is used to carry in these precast parts of the parking garage that are being built. So the precast of the sections have loops on it, and then there are hooks that are placed to each side and allows it to go in. So this wasn't something that someone could have fashioned last night or put together. The steel cable is designed to carry in these portions of the parking structure.
Now that rope still up here this morning, that's drawing a lot of that concern. So tell me, where are things going moving forward from here?
Again, though it's not a rope, it's part of the steel construction of the crane. We've been working diligently all night to try to get somebody in. It's a long weekend. We're working with state agencies and with construction companies. We want to be sure that we get someone in who can operate the crane safely and lower it down.
Anything else you want to add about this? Because I think the most concerning thing from people that we were speaking with was really the message and all that's going on right now here in the communities surrounding New Britain. We know that Windsor police are investigating an incident over at the Amazon construction site where 8 noose-like ropes were found there. So just tell me a little bit about the response to that concern and the message that really some people are concerned about here.
Certainly, as President Toro expressed in her statement last night, we feel that concern. I was here last night. We were speaking with some of the people that came. To the extent possible, we understand that pain, and we are very concerned that this has caused people pain. We want to try to eliminate that as much as possible. We are very aware of what's been going on and the wider situation in the area, and so that adds to our urgency in addressing this situation.
Understood. Thank you so much for speaking with us this morning. There you're hearing from John Tully, the interim vice president for student affairs.